So you being in this industry, you probably see a lot of evil, if I'm being honest, or have you?
Rihanna
And do you
Sam Smith.
Yeah, like do you have to sell your soul, or have you been approached by someone that maybe is trying to get you to go against your own beliefs to make it whatever that looks like?
It's really interesting. We just talked about this a couple days ago. I was always in sports and always in entertainment all my life. So as a kid, I was on stage singing, playing, everything. And I must have been around 13 years old, and I had just been on a bunch of TV shows, and things have, kind of gotten bigger and bigger. And I was approached by a guy that, basically it was like the package deal. You'll get everything, right? And I remember at 13, I was on the phone with him, and I knew he could make it happen. He was just that big and that well connected. But I also felt a strong, if you will, a strong darkness emanating, and I didn't understand it at that time. I didn't know what it was. It just absolutely pushed me away.
Wow.
And I talked to that guy. I was friendly. We hung up, and a couple days later, I told my parents, I don't want to be on stage anymore. I don't want to do nothing. I was going into sports and really paying all my attention and energy, putting it into sports until much later, and I only now understand why I made that decision.
Wow.
So that was literally it would have been like a deal with the devil, and I felt it. I didn't know what it was, but I felt it back then. Yeah.
It's your God-given intuition that protected you. So you protected yourself at 13 years old.
Yeah, by his spirit.
By his spirit. Yeah. That's incredible.
So you got to be, Jean,
wow.
you got to be somewhat heartbroken now, just seeing what's happening not only to the world, but to our country, and even into the music industry. I mean, it's like you're dancing on hot coals here and trying to land on a spot here. How are you going to navigate through this?
Well, honestly, my wife and I, and when I later went into professional music, my wife and I kind of struck a deal right away. So we're not going to do things that go against our intuition, our better judgment. So we're not going to sell our souls, and not even a little. And it does get difficult over time if you're navigating these waters. You have to always check in and really, humble yourself and say, okay, am I... what's my motive here? And I think we've done it pretty well. And now, musically, I'm in a place where I absolutely don't have to do anything. Everything I do because I want it. But that being said, I call this time period we're in the manifestation of truth period. So I think we all have intended and worked on for the truth to come out for such a long period of time. Now it is coming out. Now we can see it. Those who have eyes to see and ears to hear can see it. And as uncomfortable as it is, I think we have to go through this. I think we have to see everything for what it is. And so, when you look at all the entertainment that's out there, the movies, the music, the shows, everything, it reeks of darkness.
Yeah.
It reeks. Yeah. So and it has to be that obvious, I think, for people to maybe really open their eyes and realize what we've been supporting all this time.